What's up, Pipsqueaks? Today I am ranking all game modes in TDS from worst to best. Why? I don't know. This game mode sucks so badly. For starters, this game mode does not introduce anything new from easy mode. The only thing it has is Patient Zero on Final Wave, but we already have intermediate mode for it. Therefore this game mode just feels like Dollar Store Intermediate. And honestly it is. Reward for beating it is mediocre as well, so why bother even playing this game mode? I feel like this game mode only exists to fill difficulty gap between easy and intermediate modes. Anyway, this game mode sucks. Not a huge increase in quality. Tell me one reason to play easy mode after getting the badge. You can't. The game mode is not very interesting itself, despite being short, and reward is just horrible. I know it's made for beginners, but if I was a beginner, I would get Shotgunner and go grind intermediate or something. Or even better, get carried and grind fallen mode instead. And what the fuck is this thumbnail? I don't like intermediate, sorry. The reward for winning is fine and game mode can be great for grind for beginners. But the wave structure pisses me off. Just look at the amount of shit thrown at you. Random spam of everything is my least favorite type of wave design, and the boss itself is mid as well. I just can't accept him being on the same level as Gravedigger, Molten Warlord and Fallen King. He looks so suspicious. For some reason some people simp for hardcore, but in my opinion, hardcore is long and boring as f. Just look at the amount of filler waves that are here just to make game longer. They don't introduce new enemy or new enemy dynamic. They're just a random enemy collection that increases as the game goes on. The boss itself is cool, but really outdated, and I'm pretty sure summon ability doesn't even work. Speaking of reward, it's good and bad at the same time. While hardcore is the best free way of getting gems, you do not even get gold from hardcore. This essentially deletes any reason to play hardcore after you get all gem powers unless you want YouTube content, or you are forced by a mission quest. But seriously, there's so much hardcore in them it's not even funny anymore. I prefer to gamble all of my life savings into Genshin Impact rather than ever touch hardcore, because Gamblecore is better. Hey there. Do you see this button? Please consider clicking it. My statistic is pretty much struggling right now. Thanks. Honestly, this is a massive increase in quality. Like if hardcore gives me pain and suffering, then PWT gives me only pain. I like the overall theming and wave structure of this game mode despite it being old Fallen Reskin in disguise. Final boss looks a bit goofy, but I like it anyway. What truly baffles me is that I feel like PW2 is outcast of TDS. Other special game modes have a second unique badge that awards a skin, but the closest thing to it PW2 has is mission skin for Accelerator, and since it's not a badge I do not count that. Not only that, but both Pizza Party and Badlands to have a unique tower as well, earned by either triumphing or buying from store after triumph. And once again, PW2 does not have that. So unfortunately, because of that, I have to underappreciate the game mode. Still a good game mode though. Before rework, Molten was a joke, but after rework, still pretty easy. But aside from that, I like the rework. There are a lot of new enemies, a new unique ability, and even a mini boss. And Molten boss itself looks way more detailed now, which I can respect. Also we get to explore the true character of Commander. As it's revealed, Commander is Narcissus. The reward has also been buffed, turning Molten into great grinding mode once again. The only true problem I have is that old Molten boss theme got removed for some reason. Not going to lie, I prefer old soundtrack. But other than that, good rework. Great game mode for both grind and gameplay. Pizza Party takes place in totally not inspired pizzeria with suspicious enemies attacking us. Final boss of all that is a, oh my god, furry. This is what happens when John Roblox leaves. You immediately start having furries in your game. Anyway, the wave structure is once again just old Fallen, but we have flying enemies this time. Reward for beating it is a lot of coins for difficulty as well as Warden, which is a pretty good tower, though you need to buy it first, which is kind of strange. However, there is also a second badge obtained for beating the game mode with specific loadout. The badge rewards you with purple guy. So yeah, great mode overall. For a second I wanted to put Pizza Party here, but Badlands has more stuff going on. The pros of game mode are pretty much the same as Pizza Party, except there are 3 lanes now, which make the game more chaotic. and therefore fun. I also like the theming of Wild West made specifically for Cowboy. Speaking of Cowboy, here's the reward for beating this game mode. Final boss is also pretty cool, I guess. Shooting down your towers with a minigun and missing 90% of shots. This game mode also contributes as the best coin grind in the game. Badlands 2 also has a unique badge called Quick Draw. You obtain it by speedrunning Badlands 2. Reward is a pretty sick cowboy skin. So yeah, amazing game mode overall. There is nothing to hate about this game mode. Besides these features, the enemy design is awesome, the music is amazing, and reward is great. And the relevancy of the game mode never falls off thanks to mission quests. The only possible negative about this is that Fallen King is kind of underwhelming. Rework removed a lot of his worst attacks including Stomp, making him not that threatening. But other than this, Fallen mode wave design is pretty good as well, especially in waves without these pieces of Fallen mode also has a hidden wave up its sleeve, which is a whole different experience. Fallen mode even has its own skin set, that's how important it is. Overall, Fallen mode may be peak TDS. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.